All right, Gabriel, here we go. Sorry this took me so long. I have legitly vetted Spokane Strong and your number one competitor, which is Junk and Dump, like to the absolute maximum, trying to figure out exactly what to do and a plan here and so forth. All right, so let me just break all of this down to you. Let's just jump in from the beginning. So essentially, when your customers are, your future customers are searching for your services. So, for instance, Junk Hauling Spokane. The first part that comes up here is what's called the Google Map Pack. Um, Ideally, of course, we want businesses to be in one of these top three spots because, of course, this is what is instantly shown on the results, right? Now, I did take a look. You guys do have a GMB or a Google Business page, and that's right here. You guys are in the seventh position, so roughly four spots underneath this, the three pack right here. Um, okay, so a couple things. So on the GMB, there's a bunch of stuff that needs to be done. So we need roughly 20 or so more high quality pictures. You've got 7 Google reviews. Junk and Dump's got 84, so that needs to be brought up tremendously. Additional pictures, like I was just saying, and then we've got an issue with citations. So what a citation is anytime your business name, address, and telephone number are listed on Google, what Google does is they issue you a citation. Now, in taking a look at both of the companies, I ran the citation report right here. So it looks like Junk and Dump is running at about 30. You guys are running at 6. Um, Now, in order to climb the ranks to get you up into these, higher spots, what we would need to do is optimize your GMB. And so that means we need to throw a ton of reviews at it. We need to get some high quality, correctly geotagged pictures added to it, and then we need to have citations added. So, again, what were they at? They were at 60 or 30, excuse me, and you guys are trailing with 6. So there's a difference of about 24. So what we want to do is essentially come in with like 80 citations. Now, the reason for that is because having 30 would just, or adding an additional 24 would just put you equal to them. But in order to climb the ranks, surpass, and then maintain your spot higher than them, obviously that's the goal here, right? Is to beat out the number one competition so you can overtake all of their traffic. So again, in order to catch up to them, outrank them, and then maintain your spot, you need to be beating them with a good chunk of additional. So going with 80 citations would allow you to do that, would allow you to, uh, as far as the citation realm goes, that would allow you to be in the best position for that. Now, all right, so then what they also have going on, there's so many factors in the GMB. So you guys have a website as well, but they've got a strong website that is backing their Google business page listing. So that's also ranking them higher. Now, it's been around for many years as well, so that's also making them rank higher. It was built on a strong platform, which is crucial. That's also making them rank higher. So I'm going to go through more of the specifics here coming up, but let's just go back to this first concept that I was talking about. So then after the Google My Business page, which is obviously right here, the second part of this that comes up, and so 30% of all business that's trafficked in comes from being as high as you can in the Google Map Pack, right? The other 70% of traffic is brought in by what's called the organic listings, and that's all of these companies and sites that are listed here. Now, again, um, uh, Junk and Dump is your number one competitor just on all levels. So what I went ahead and did was I pulled your guys' site, I pulled their site, and we're going to dig into this a little more. So here is your guys' site. Now, the logo is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. It's very crisp. It's clear. You guys have, a couple of pictures going on. You even got a video. The site was very well put together. The problem here is that it was built on Squarespace, which is not a platform that we can optimize with SEO. So, what SEO is obviously having you with top exposure with your GMB and then in those organic listings just below the map pack, right? And so there's over 200 different factors in Google's algorithm on how they do their ranking. And the platform that this was built on just unfortunately does not support many of the routes that we need to take to optimize your site to the best of its ability. Um, and then with it being brand new, also hurts us tremendously. So I've been racking my brain on this for hours in the best way that we can go about this. Let me kind of explain actually what Google does. So 24 hours a day, what Google does is they crawl the internet. What they're doing is they're crawling the internet looking at every single website, right? And they're looking for two main important things. They're looking for command content. So that's all of the content that you have on your page, every word, right? And they're looking to have 1,500 words of command content on your page. Now, what they're also looking for are organic keywords. What an organic keyword is the phrase that's directly entered into Google. So junk hauling Spokane, that would be a keyword. What they want to see on your site is those keywords embedded within this content, because what that does is that matches the person searching for your services and your site up together, right? And that's how they connect. They connect the searcher with the company. Now, I ran the numbers on your guys' site, and it looks like you're running at 121 words, so that's nowhere near what Google wants to see to start, building the ranks. So, again, that was 1,500 words of command content that they want to see with those organic keywords that I was talking about, embedded within. Now, let's kind of take a look at the number one competitor. Now, their logo is, I mean, this is just ugly to me. I'll be completely honest. I would much rather click on and have my experience on the website start with this any day. The colors, everything. Love it. However, their site was built on Snaps, which is the platform that I use as well to build out websites. But there's so much that they're not, like this isn't the best website in the world by any means. They do have their services listed on individual pages. They've got an about us, they've got a lot of pictures on their website, before and after pictures. All of these things are really crucial, right? And so we've got home and testimonials with a click to call button. So what you guys need is you guys need a new site. There's just no way around it, because the problem is, I mean, we can take all of the content from this site, obviously the color schemes, the pictures, and what little content that there is, but it needs to be built out on a different platform, and it needs to be optimized, and it needs to have all of these, individual pages and tabs, so that we can include all of the content that we need to. Now, they have definitely been around for 10 years, so that definitely helps as well. And the other thing is we don't want to have a .net as the domain name. We want to have a .com. It's just much wide. It's search much wider than .net sites. So again, let me just kind of show you a couple more comparables, and then we'll talk about what I'm thinking here. So, all right, so I've got a web crawler program, and what this does is this gives us Google data, right? And it breaks each site down very intricately. So let me explain this to you. So two of the most important factors on this page is your UR and your DR. What your UR is your trust factor rating assigned by Google. What your DR rating is your power factor. Now it looks like you guys are currently running 17 backlinks. You don't have any organic keywords. And what that means, overall with the current standing of your GMB and all of, the things that this is needing, um, it gives you a total picture of an organic traffic rating of 0. So even having the site, it's bringing you 0 traffic each month. I mean, Google based, you know what I mean? Like people may see your site listed on Facebook or something like that and come to your site, but you're getting 0 organic traffic rating from Google. So it's doing nothing for you as far as Google goes. Obviously Google is, the messiah, the heavy hitter here. When we're talking about Facebook, we're talking about 17 billion searchers. When we're talking about Google, we're talking 83 billion. So this is Google is where we need to build you, and get you to where you want to be. Now, um, here is Junk and Dump's stats. So they've got a trust factor rating of 23. They've got a power rating. This is their power rating. Now they've got 283 backlinks going to their site. And what a backlink is a shout out, essentially a shout out from another website to theirs. There's a link on another website that takes the person from their site or from that site over to their site. Now, not all backlinks are created equal. What that means is that the higher quality backlink, the better. So quantity is absolutely not what we want to go for here. So, what they've also got going on is they've got 151 organic keywords throughout that content that I was talking to you about earlier. And their whole picture, or their picture as a whole, is that they've got an organic traffic rating of 238. What that means is 238 folks every single month are going onto Google. They are searching for the exact same services that Spokane Strong offers in your exact same area. And 238 people every single month are searching, clicking on their site, retaining their services. I'm so sorry, my son fell out of the chair as you heard him screaming in the background. I apologize for that. So yeah, the bottom line here is that that's 238 people going to their site and selecting the company and retaining their services every month. That's a lot of traffic to be missing out on. Obviously, the number one goal here is to, outrank and beat them out, right? We can't do that without doing a new site and then optimizing it to the best of our ability. Their site isn't even actually done, to the maximum capacity. So we would absolutely be able to create you a new site, add everything that's gonna, be necessary and potentially even double this traffic because there's so much that's not being done to their site, but there's a lot that is being done to it, right? That's going to cost money, quite a bit of money. Or not, so obviously I know that you had mentioned you roughly have a budget of $500 a month. And so here's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking the best route to do is to optimize what we can without building a new site. And then get you some additional business so that you can get the revenue to then put into making a new site, right? We don't want to spend much time or energy on doing much to your site, because ultimately the thing is it's gonna only be so much that we can do. So what I'm thinking is we attack your Google My Business. That's this, right? And we throw citations at it, pictures at it, optimize it to the best of our ability, and go ham on this and gain the 30% traffic boost from this. And then we go into the next round, once you've got some revenue for the site.